Right, here with another. That's not what called. Right, okay. Here with another like video or something. So I've just seen it. Just right, there's some new things going on with China. Right, so they've legitimately started gassing their own citizens. Yeah, that's like some actual thing that's happened. So like in the Soviet Union in like the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. Yeah, the whole time of Stalin, he used to do these purges, right? So he'd decide, oh, I don't like X amount of people, like generals or uni lecturers or whatever. Kind of, these people are conspiring against me, right? There's only one case it was actually true, and that was with the doctors. But the doctors were all part of a certain group, okay? A bit itchy there, right? And they deserved it. But every other group was fine and innocent. But what he used to do was he'd go and get a black van. I'll try to show you. It was a gas chamber, basically. Or a gas van. So yeah, no, it wasn't a Nazi bloody gas van. Because they never did that. It was let's see, I'm gonna find an actual one. They're trying to call that. It basically looks like that. They're saying it belonged to the Third Reich. It didn't. Is that there is a Soviet copy of an Opel Blitz truck. Made by I think it was Nieper. Right, the same people that made the BMW motorbikes. Like the copies, the Euro ones. So right, anyhow. So they did that, they put the people in the back, and by the time they would drive about, and it would pump CO2 from the exhaust into the inside of like the gas chamber bit, and it would make them die, and then they just drive to the morgue and chuck them in there. That's what they would do. Now, China is doing the exact same thing. So let's go to my video history, because I've saved it like here, because I just watched it like a minute ago. Well, I didn't watch it, I watched it ages ago, but I just want to watch it again. So like, let's see. It's from this guy. Right. No, I'm not calling about this guy. This guy's a twat, and I really don't like him. Like this guy and his pal, the other dude that make these China videos. They're not our guys. They're not on our side. Right? They're globalists, and they are like Rassen Veritas, and yeah, he pisses me off. I don't like him. This guy goes on like he has a right to live in China. He goes on, oh, they keep coming to my house and looking at my passport and shit like that. It's like, well, yeah, it's their country. They can do what they want. Yeah, but you shut up. You don't have a right to be anywhere. You South African colonial trash pile. That's what the colonies are just full of genetic trash anyway. So yeah, let's watch though. This bit is quite good. So look, they're hugging here because these pink Power Ranger dudes. Look, go in the black box. Like, go in. Like, yeah, get in there. Get in the box. Yeah, take your suitcase. Yeah, shove the suitcase in there too. And like, get in the box, yeah. So then they close the door. And they're screaming, and because they can feel the oxygen coming out of it. And then they just drive away, and they're right now. Yeah, you would get them like right, but anyhow. See that? They're literally bloody a gas pickup truck with a box in the back, and they're like, hey, get in the box, you need to go in there, and then like they're just gassing. That's what the screaming is, and that's why they're hugging and stuff, because they know that the gassing is going to happen. They've been told that, and they were like, oh, come in here, and they're like, we won't gas you or promise. But the Chinese aren't that dumb. They do know the score. They just kind of are placid people that don't care. It's quite easy to like subjugate them, right? As they've had since forever. The Chinese have just been kind of crapped on by the people who lead them, so they just kind of don't care anymore. Right? They're kind of a subservient race. So yeah, Chinese government is literally gassing its own people now to stop spreading this plague they've started by eating already bats because they're disgusting and eat bloody wild animals and think it gives them a big shalong or magical powers and stuff. and it caused this bloody plague that's now affected. They're saying it's about 40,000 now. The number about 39,000. That's complete and utter garbage, right? It's way more than that. It's like significantly higher. It's a fat amount higher. It's more like 200k and like 40,000 dead because like so they're sort of gassing the bloody people because they don't have enough space for like in hospitals anymore, and their bloody crematorium has been running 24 hours a day in this Wuhan bloody dump. Right, so if the crematorium, there's just one place that has like basically it has enough to cremate 176 people like per hour, per 2 hours or some shit like that. Some guy did the maths, I seen it earlier. It basically calculated the bare minimum 36,000 of dead if the numbers on their crematoriums are correct. So yeah, we're looking at a bare minimum of 36,000 dead. And now they're gassing their own people. This is how desperate they are to contain it. And also, notice their economy's in the toilet now. Right? The fuel price here in the UK's dropped. I went down to Asda to fuel up, the order car. And we're down to £1.18 for petrol and £1.20 for... That's the cheapest, £1.20 for diesel. That's the cheapest it's been for months. It's been about 4 months since it was that cheap. It's amazing. But that's because nobody in China is driving now because they've shut down all the bloody roads. So the demand for fuel is like gone away. So our fuel is coming up cheaper. So yeah, their economy's ruined. They're gassing their own people and they suck. Because commies suck at everything. Commies can't do anything right. They're all just atrocious and communists should be flown from helicopters. So that's your order video for this time. So like it. See you later.